Cowboys all year. I'm about to get off of them and get on you, y'all.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Welcome. Over the Top Podcast Sports Edition. It's your boy HD with the Over the Top Podcast Sports crew. Who we got on deck? What's up, Q? What's going on with you?
I would like to take this time to apologize to the 49ers. I had them losing. What they did to the Steelers, I apologize. I wasn't familiar with y'all game like that. I thought Brock Purdy was gonna lay an egg. He went out there. I apologize.
That was a little thick, but okay. No problem. Bell, what's going on, man?
What's happening?
Not much. But I like that background of the big fella. He ready?
He better be.
Yeah, he better be. All right, Jay.
Look, look, they might need him this year because they tackles is doo-doo.
Yeah,
they're horrible. That offensive line is horrible.
Their tackles are doo-doo. I was looking at the game. I was like, damn, son. Like, homeboy could not get hit. Hey, when they was playing against Carolina, Spencer Rattler couldn't get his feet set. It was like he was running for his life the whole game, bro.
But I know. You know what my son asked me?
What was that?
Is it there? What if I decommit? I said, boy, listen, we don't come this far. Let's just wait a minute. Just hold on.
Wait, you trying to go to Boulder? You trying to go to Boulder?
Oh, I was.
Decommit.
Hey, man, just tell him to be careful, man, being a freshman going into school because he ain't played with that transfer portal. There ain't nothing to play with. Because, it's like musical chairs, man. You don't want to be like, never nowhere without nowhere to dance. You know what I'm saying? So.
What's going on, man? What's the deal tonight, Playmaker? What's the deal?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
I was saying, Wayne made Wayne as a freshman.
What you say, King?
Freshman.
What you say?
How the Gamecock's offensive line look, he might get play as a freshman.
Hey, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. What's really ugly about it is that y'all saw, if y'all watch any of the Texas Alabama game, they had freshmen starting, and them freshmen look bad, bro. And Alabama normally just get guys and they coach them up, and they be pliable, man. But man, they playing against grown men.
Texas looked like the dominant team the whole
can't do that no more.
that game. From beginning to end, Texas looks so dominant over Alabama.
That's what. And they linemen wasn't. Hey, dude, they was not moving. They was not getting any movement on those three front linemen. It was not typical Alabama, man. It looked rough out that joint.
Yeah, it looked bad for them.
And the cornerbacks, I ain't never seen cornerbacks be that bad at Alabama. That number 3 can be had.
You know what, Ron? I forgot who it was, but I heard someone say that Nick Saban don't have the luxury that he once had.
Nope.
He once was able to get those 4s and 5s and let them ride the bench and work them in. Now he got to play those guys. It's a different.
I mean, you look at Alabama quarterbacks. They don't normally play till they junior, maybe junior, senior year. So you go and sing 2 years. I'm a 5-star now, bro. I can go somewhere and play. I can go somewhere and play.
Can I make a? I would like to point something out here. Since we looking at this top 25, if you scroll down to number 10, if you could. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, 10 too, because them two. But I'm looking at number 9. Notre Dame has had the weakest schedule I have seen in a while. Why are they at 9?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. The coach is a great they got a great head coach. Like, he's a good dude. Really good dude, smart young man. But you know what I'm gonna tell you, and I just stand on this for that team. The issue with them is that they don't always have the best position players. And when well, I say skill players. If they have maybe one wide receiver and a tight end that's solid, their offense has always been their problem in terms of scoring points. Their defense will hold up. But do I think they could beat Alabama? Nah, I don't think they can beat Alabama.
So hold up now. You talking about they got a weak schedule, sir, Quinn? You got Central Michigan. Okay, you can call that weak. You still got Ohio Buckeyes.
No, wait. Hold on.
They haven't played any of their tough competition yet.
I'm talking about their schedule coming up. I'm talking about their last 3 games, and then this week they played Navy, Tennessee State, NC State. Now playing Central Michigan. But
look what they got coming. I mean, but they gonna tell the K. You got Ohio State, you got Duke. Well, I mean, Duke did beat Clemson, but you got Duke. You got USC. I mean, they gotta walk the gauntlet a little bit.
Okay, so maybe let me rearrange my sentence. They, for the first 4 weeks, this week including, they have had a weak schedule. Does it get stronger later? But right now, those 3 wins and it's 4th one coming up should not have them in the top 10.
Well, that's based off their preseason ranking, and so when you come in, everybody has a clean record, so they got to put somebody in the top 25. Until they lose or until they get beat, they're gonna stay up there. I mean, most teams don't play anybody. Most people only play 3 or 4 teams a year.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. This Georgia team, this Georgia team ain't playing nobody neither, Quentin. Ball State. Tennessee Martin, they ain't playing nobody neither.
You know the difference between Georgia and Notre Dame is?
What's that?
A championship.
Well, that's
Q. Nobody plays like a lot of the tougher teams who are in tougher conferences don't go through the process of playing tough schedules at the beginning of the year, man.
Right.
I don't like the fact that the SEC. Yeah, go ahead, Hank.
I'm not trying to. Ain't nobody got no hard schedule yet.
The SEC, their non-conference schedule has been really bad the last few years. Other than playing in the kickoff game or something like that, it's been really bad. It's not been good.
I'll go a step further. Depending on the division they're in a conference, they don't play a tough team until later in the season. The one side of the SEC is Alabama and LSU, and then the rest.
No, I'm not gonna say SEC West is bad. I mean, Texas A&M is not as good as it's been in the past, but they still got athletes. Mississippi still has athletes. You got to let it play out, huh?
South Carolina has athletes, and they're not good.
South Carolina's in the East, though. I mean, you got Florida.
To not be a good team.
Georgia. I mean, Georgia has had a cakewalk the last few years up until Tennessee got better. Like if Tennessee doesn't oppose them in the East, they're gonna have a cakewalk. So, I mean, that's not a fair statement. Now, did Georgia play Alabama last year? I think they did.
They only played them in the championship.
Oh, they only play them in the championship. Yeah. So they don't do a lot of cross-sectional games, but I'm gonna shut up.
No, you fine. I'm trying to get the power conferences to see what's going on. I mean, but I don't think nobody playing any heavy stuff. Now, there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe that's gonna be a little heavy.
Like the next 2 weeks we'll probably get like a little bit more of a build up towards better games. You're gonna get that non-conference stuff out of the way. Some of the conference games are gonna begin. Like, most of the teams are gonna start getting in the conference, and that's when you're gonna see more competitive games. But you gotta think about it. Nobody really has had enough. They don't have enough film. Like they second, third game, everybody's still gelling.
Well, so who we got game of the week? We got that down to Colorado, the talk of the year. Do everybody believe? Is anybody in the non-believers yet? We got any non-believers? Huh?
I believe we got a vote.
First off,
we got the non-believers.
How about this? They're gonna get a bowl game, but let's pump the brakes. They beat TCU. Good win.
Nebraska's a good win.
Nebraska's a solid win. That's a solid win.
I don't think people understand how good of a coach. Matt Rule is a good college coach. He's not a good pro coach.
Yeah.
Both of those programs that he set up were very good. When he was at Temple, man, they were good.
I know my son don't want to hear this, but they're gonna beat Oregon too.
Who Oregon almost lost last week at Texas A&M. Or that daggone quarterback threw that fluke interception.
That's what I'm saying. Colorado gonna beat Oregon.
That interception was horrible.
My wife. Hey,
Bo Nick.
Not old Bo.
Excuse me. As I Bo Nick still sucks, but what I was saying about Nebraska is not a beat. Same thing this week with Colorado State. These are games supposed to win. Wait till the week after.
Oh, like I said, I think they're gonna beat Oregon too, Quentin.
They might because Bo Nix will definitely
Bo Nix will give me one. He'll give me one.
Oh, that's a touchback. That's touchback.
He'll give me one.
That's a touchback. He fumbled out of the end zone. That's a touchback.
So, what other game was pretty good last week? Miami got him a win over Texas A&M. I think that was a pretty good solid win.
Old boy can start packing his bag.
Wait,
who?
Jimbo.
Yeah.
That's a fumble.
Yeah.
That's a touchback. He fumbled that ball through the end zone, man. That's a touchback.
But also that.
Dang, cuz.
I got delayed, so I haven't seen the play yet, man.
Now what Okay, fine. Let's talk about some relevant. First off, you're talking about game. Wait. The SEC defender is talking about games of the week, and he's not talking about the Alabama loss.
Do what?
You defend the SEC up and down, right?
Right. I mean, I think the SEC still the most is still the best conference in college football. They having dinks in the armor. They begin to have some issues. But I still think they're the best football program. The best conference in college football. Yeah. So what you saying? Quentin?
Is he frozen?
I thought he said hold on.
Man.
But
we gotta get back in. All right. I mean, you don't. Do anybody disagree with him with the SEC, the best college football conference in best conference college football right now is the SEC.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Okay. I had to change phones because the Wi-Fi kept cutting in and out. But what I was going to say is, you're talking about games of the week, and you haven't brought up Alabama versus Texas yet.
We're getting there.
Ain't no getting there. Get to it now. You jumping
on the talk about it. We did talk about it a little bit. If you paying attention, because we're talking about how we're talking about how Nick Saban's skill guys is not as talented.
That was off camera.
Their wide receivers
that
are
was
nowhere
off camera.
near.
That was off camera.
No, it wasn't.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
My God.
I don't know. I don't know what we
either
talking about right now.
Either it was off camera or it was while my internet was down.
Well, probably why your internet was down, but yeah, but we did talk about Alabama and Texas. A chink is a chink in Alabama's armor. I mean, you know, they were talking about recruiting for recruit. We talking about doing the recruiting with Alabama. It's not as you know what I'm saying, that he's not getting the players that he normally would get.
You know what this sounds like? You know what this sounds like?
But that don't mean that the SEC still not the power conference of college football.
Yeah, cool, whatever. Yeah, power conference, whatever. But do you know what that sounds like? What y'all were saying? You know what that sounds like?
What's that, Quentin?
Excuses. They lost.
No, we said they lost. We're not saying they made no excuse. What are you talking about?
Y'all making up excuses for why Alabama lost instead of just saying they lost. Don't make up excuses.
They lost.
They got outplayed.
Yeah, they lost.
Because guess what? No matter how, even if Nick Saban got lesser talent, whatever lesser talent they got, that talent's still better than talent at Texas. And Texas went out there and Texas beat them.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Huh?
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm trying to see where we're going with it.
The talent that Alabama has, whether you say Nick Saban ain't been getting the 5 stars or whatever, Nick Saban's still getting the 4 stars, still getting the top 3 stars. Texas, if you look at recruiting, Texas are not getting those stars because the good players in Texas go to Alabama, they go to Georgia, they go to USC. They don't stay in Texas.
Okay.
You said that Alabama talent is better than Texas.
They were. You want to?
They were.
You want to what?
Because as of Saturday, Texas talent was a whole lot better than Alabama.
Yeah,
they played better.
They probably beat Alabama last year also, remember?
They played Alabama last year, didn't they?
Correct, they did, and they almost beat them last year.
Man, listen, let's get off of this because at the end of the day, Alabama is not who they were.
No, they're not.
And Texas has proven that they're coming up. That's where we at. Personally, I've never just accepted that the SEC is the best conference.
The best college football conference, man.
I'm not going to put it on the conference. I think it's a collective of teams. When you look at if you want to look at who's in the top 25 and what conference they come from and give that conference the stamp, then that's fine. But I'm saying I see Michigan, I see Texas, even though Texas is going to the SEC, but I see other schools that's making up the top 25.
Okay.
I think it's a collective.
Fair enough.
You got 3 Pac-12 teams in the top 13.
Fair enough. Gary, do you have the winner the winners of the pro game? The pro is switch up to the pro race a little bit.
We have the winners of the game.
The league
we in, sir.
The pick'em games.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Wrong one.
By one.
By one? Who's next?
I thought I sent it out. Let me get it right.
Did.
It had the rankings in it, but I don't remember who was second.
I'll say this. I was last. However, the Monday night game, I got that right and I got the points right. So I'm happy.
Oh, you said
yeah, I guess 38 points. I thought it was gonna be 24-17. So when they returned that punt for the touchdown and I got my 38 points, I was happy.
So Ron is in first place. Albert is in second.
By one.
The playmaker, Hank are tied for third. Bear and Toya are following, and And Quentin is reassessing.
Yeah, I'm reassessing. I'm reassessing. I am.
Well, we know the first 3 weeks of football are hard to gauge who are really, pretenders, contenders. You got a bunch of new quarterbacks out there, so you don't know what they're going to do. You got a lot of people who've been traded and moved back and forth from different teams, so you don't know how they're going to gel. So I think the first 3 weeks are very hard to call, to pick when you're doing the pick'em league.
Man, listen, this week was terrible. Just looking at the teams that I
It
picked,
was.
I'm
It
looking
absolutely
at
was terrible.
like any other time, Kansas City's not gonna lose to Detroit. I mean,
Well, they was down 2 studs too now.
and then
No, down 2 states,
And then-
nothing. I say that too. I switched my pick. I should have
then
stayed with Detroit.
and then Cincinnati.
Ugh.
Burrow still hurt.
He better be.
Nah,
82
he's
yards.
not hurt. He's not hurt.
He gotta be. He gotta be. He only threw for
The way he
80.
still up the field.
You
Threw
cannot
for 80 some yards.
Listen. Zadarius Smith is an awesome defensive end. Myles Garrett is the other guy on the other end. They just crushed him. They put the Happy Days song on, but Lachi Crunch on them. They just the Bama man. Listen, the Bama man. Listen. The reality of it is Buffalo. Like a lot of these teams are a lot better than what they're gonna show. And you know what somebody said the other day on TV, offense is always going to show up later than defense. Defense is going to run out the gate and they're going to be ready to go. So let's pump our brakes on a lot of these teams and wait till probably about week 6, 7. And then they'll start to separate.
About week 6, 7. Probably around week 3, 4, around week 4, you should know where you're at. By around your 4th week, you should know where you don't play enough football by then. You should kind of. You should be, and the first team I'm talking to are them Philadelphia Eagles because we've been looking like garbage the last 2 weeks. We're looking like garbage the last 2 weeks. But guess what? We won. So I don't worry about the W's. I worry about the W's. So what we got come on this week? We got the
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Do not start that sad song from the beginning. Gonna look like trash, and they gonna look like trash all year, man. Don't start.
That's fine. Wait. But guess what, Bell? As long as we win, that's fine. I look like trash and win. We won, didn't we? As long as we win, baby. Maybe no different.
Wait. Hey, speaking of win, 61-yard field goal. Second best kicker in the league, 61-yard field goal. We going up 13-7 at the halftime.
I mean, as long as we win, baby.
61-yard field goal.
We can win nasty. We can win horrible. As long as the W is the W, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. Let me go back and pick out what I was trying to pick the schedule before I was rudely interrupted because the 49ers had a good game. I don't know what Pittsburgh doing, but the 49ers ran out through them upside down, up sideways everywhere. I don't know what.
And also, where's Toy at? I gotta ask her some questions.
Well, she I don't think she on this show, sir.
Because 40-0?
Yeah.
New York. I had New York winning that game. And I thought, hey, New York Giants, they paid Daniel Jones. They went out and put up a donut and gave up 40. I ain't picking the Giants the rest of the year.
It's a thing called hubris. That's some of these owners' ideals, and that's what get them jammed up. You know, you should have a better backup center than that.
I mean, sure the defensive tackles were doing the drop with the quarterback. So if they took
Michael Parsons played running back on Sunday night. He might as well be playing running back.
Yeah, he did. You know, that's what he played in high school. That was his position.
No, he damn near played it last week. That's it. Who else had a decent game? The Commanders got to win. Good job on the Commanders.
Hey, sneak tip. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think I voted for him, that defense is a lot better than what people think, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all old defensive coordinator, hey, they brought that smoke Sunday, man. It wasn't easy. Hey, I think he's gonna be all right. I really do. I know y'all hate him, but I think he's gonna be all right.
Who, Gannon?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be all right, man. They play hard. Listen, the Cardinals play real hard. They play real hard. And Josh Dobbs only been there. I think Josh Dobbs has been there 2 weeks.
Huh?
Go ahead. You speaking?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was about to ask a question but he answered it for me. I was about to ask him, did he know who the Cardinals started at quarterback? But he said it. I was about to ask everybody if they knew who Cardinals started at quarterback.
No, I didn't know, dude.
He played good.
Yeah, I mean, good wins. Two well-matched teams. So it was a good win for the Commanders. Solid win again for the 49ers. 30-7. The Browns
Brock
or the
Purdy,
Bengals.
Brock Purdy shocked me. Brock Purdy, I thought it was gonna be a sophomore slump. He went out there and targeted the best corner on the Steelers and cooked them twice.
He was talking junk.
That what happens now. The Bengals, I don't know what's going on with Burrow. I guess we'll see this week he can bounce back. But I don't expect him to have two bad weeks. I don't expect him to have 2 bad weeks.
It depends who they play.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
No, I don't expect. I expect Burrow to bounce back for this. Who they got? They got.
I got.
Where's it at?
They got the Ravens.
They got the Ravens.
Oof.
They got the Ravens.
He may not.
I just don't expect Joe to have 2. I mean, cause he really stung up the field last week. I don't expect him to have two bad weeks.
So you saying they're gonna beat the Ravens?
Can I pick a tie? Can I say it's gonna be? Can I say it's gonna be a tie?
Yeah.
Ravens gonna win, man.
Okay, I'm just saying what I picked now. I mean, you ain't gotta beat me up because
I go back to who I picked. Oh yeah, I picked the Ravens too.
I'm going Burrow. I think with him and Chase and they got that weekend, they got a week to get shit together. I think they're gonna be fine.
You hear your boy, don't you? Hank, you hear your boy in the background, don't you?
Who?
Jesse.
Who?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson. Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive.
Hope alive.
Yeah. I think they're gonna be fine. I don't think they'll have the Panthers and Falcons and hey, that little kid in Atlanta, he tough now.
Oh yeah, beats on tough.
Atlanta, he tough. Texans and Ravens. You get good game by the Ravens against the Texans.
That was an ugly game.
Huh?
That was an ugly game. That shouldn't have been as close as it was.
Yeah. And Jaguars, Colts, not really nothing to see there. We played Packers and the Bears. I thought the Bears gonna win that one. I don't know, man. I don't know what Fields doing out there. Is it Fields or somebody, but they just can't get it done.
Well, you gotta give love. Show love some love.
Huh?
Yeah. Jordan, show love some love. Jordan Love did.
Love put us on work. We play horrible, but that Patriots gonna have a pretty good defense. But we play horrible again.
It was a bad call. That's why y'all got out of
it. I mean, call it what you want to call it. We won. Anything else? The Dolphins look strong. The Rams, I figure gonna beat the Seahawks. The Raiders and Broncos and Cowboys and the Giants and the daggone Giants played the running back and the quarterback and forgot to pay the offensive lineman. So they gotta do something with that. And the Jets, man. What you think? What you think about Aaron Rodgers, man? The Jets gonna be all right?
I was gonna save that for my final thoughts.
Okay.
Because I got an issue with the turf.
Say goodbye.
I said when Aaron Rodgers went down, I said, and I had to just win. I said, oh no, because I remember who the backup was, and then he went out there and stunk up the field again. But the Jets have one of the best defenses in the league. Because Josh Allen proved me right too. Because how you throw 3 picks to the same guy? At some point, stop throwing his way.
I mean, that guy, they had him picked as the Nets best quarterback in our century, didn't he?
They kept trying to push him. Oh, here come the Bills! Here come the Bills! Like I said, Josh Allen is overrated.
Everybody got a clock. Yeah.
But did he ever hit his ceiling?
I'm not gonna say that because he's only still in his 20s. I ain't gonna say that.
What do you think, playmaker RJ?
I mean, I think Allen is solid. I mean, you got to look at what the Bills were, 5 years ago. I mean, they are steady improving their roster. They're steady becoming a staple in the playoffs, and a lot of that has to be attributed to the quarterback who's been under center as they've been making that change. So you got to give a man some credit. Now is he? Is he Aaron Rodgers? He's going to have that kind of legacy. It's too early to say, but the man has been making some. He's changed his program around, his team around, and hey, they're still a favorite to win to make it to the playoffs.
Baker Mayfield changed that program around too, and they traded him.
What program?
Not the Bills.
The Browns.
Baker didn't turn that program around.
The Browns didn't make the playoffs for like 20 years until Baker Mayfield got there.
Okay.
And then they traded him, and they ain't been back to the playoffs since.
He gave him a little bit of a spike. He didn't.
Oh no! You want
mind you. Again, they made it to the playoffs, and they traded him a month later, or 2 months later. He didn't even get a chance to get back to the playoffs. They just traded him.
I mean, that's telling in itself what they thought about his.
Yeah.
No, is it telling it on him? Because he won this week too. And again, the Browns have not been back to the playoffs since.
The Browns won this weekend too.
Yeah, but that was on
Baker living in the stadium.
Probably, but also the Browns won off a god awful game from Joe Burrow.
Hey, a win is a win, buddy. A win is a win. Guy.
You actually don't give him any credit for the win.
Who Burrow?
No, because there's no way Joe Burrow. There's no way a healthy Joe Burrow goes out there and only throws 80 yards. He's gotta be still hurt.
Well, wait a minute now. We just ain't gonna walk. Can we? I'm trying to see. Can I pull the man's stats? So let's see who.
He threw for 80 some yards. That's
yards.
it.
Who threw for 83? Deshaun.
Joe Burrow.
Well, I mean, if you go out there and play. I mean, if you hurt, don't play. If you gonna show up, we're gonna expect you to perform. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
When you don't perform, and when you're the caliber of Joe Burrow, who's already made it to the Super Bowl, and you underperform like that, loss is on you.
You don't get Cleveland and you don't give Cleveland no credit for winning the game.
No.
Oh wow. I don't know about that one, sir.
Did Nick Chubb show up? When I'm seeing this man was averaging 6 yards a clip.
And that's because
Hold up now.
That's
That's Nick Chubb.
Deshaun Watson went 29 for 16, 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interceptions. Chubbs had 106 yards on 18 carries. Watson had 45 yards on 5 carries. I mean, it's a lot of other people doing something now.
I've seen Nick Chubb have a 4 touchdown game.
We ain't talking about what you've seen. We talking about what took place last Sunday. You can't just say that the Bengals played by itself.
What? Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna say what I said again. I've seen, just like I seen Sunday. Nick Chubb, great running back, maybe arguably best running back in the league. I've seen the Cleveland Browns give Nick Chubb the ball, and he scored 4 touchdowns in a game, and I've seen the Browns lose.
Well, they didn't lose Sunday.
And that was because
they won Sunday. They beat Cincinnati Sunday. So, and if Jeff Burrow played, he deserved to get beat. If he can't play, he should have suited up to play.
Correct.
But I'm not going to say that the only reason Cleveland won is because of Jeff Burrow. We're not giving Cleveland no credit. We're not going to do that.
Does Burrow play defense? I mean, they scored 24 points.
I mean, we can't do that. I mean, come on now. They look at the Bengals about to score. 31 for 14, 80. I mean, he brought in the backup, but wasn't nobody running. You look at Mixon. Mixon had 13 attempts with 56 yards.
Again, Mixon.
So they weren't running the ball neither.
And why would you not
talk about the game? So I can't buy that one, sir.
So the Cincinnati Bengals, who have a high-powered offense because they have a top 5 quarterback, a top 10 running back. If your offense ain't winning, if your offense ain't scoring, you ain't gonna win. Meaning,
but your defense still got Bengals lost.
They only give up 24.
Well, that 24 was that loss with 24. That's what I'm telling you. It's a loss. Let's move on. Let's move on. Any other games that stand out to you guys this week?
Well, I mean, I think that Rodgers situation is interesting. I mean, who do y'all think should they stick with the guy they got? Should they go out and get? I know they got a couple of people they're looking at. They're looking at the legend, Tom Brady. I know they're looking at a lot of people. What do y'all think? Who do you think should be the guy?
Cam Newton.
Who? Well, I'm not talking about commentating.
Look. If they think they'll first, if they think they'll get Tom Brady out of retirement, they smoking crack. If they think Cam Newton gonna bring back the promised land, they smoking heroin.
Nah, that's just me running my mouth.
That was a joke. That was just right off the lip. You stay with who you got. You don't have a choice.
Wait a minute, they're looking at a former Eagle champion quarterback.
Take him. Sure. You know what? Great. Let them have Nick. Wait. We talking about Nick Foles or Carson Wentz?
I listened to this last week.
Yeah, take him. Even better.
Hey, hold on. I listened to this last week. I would not have y'all disrespect Wentz. Wentz had y'all on a pedestal a few years back. And now y'all just dogging it.
Hey, look, I only discredit what Wentz does when he's not wearing green.
The only reason Carson Wentz, the reason Doug Peterson is not coaching at Philadelphia right now. Because he stayed with them too long.
In fact, Carson
is horrible.
Carson Wentz the reason.
You weren't saying that when he scored that touchdown for the Eagles.
You're right.
Ooh, I've always been critical of Carson Wentz. I'd never been on the Carson Wentz bandwagon. Never.
I was.
I thought he was horrible when he first came to Philly. I would have been. I'd never been on the Carson Wentz bandwagon.
When he stood up on that podium with his children and that Lombardi trophy, You were cheering him on.
No, sir, because he didn't play the Super Bowl. Because he didn't even suit up. He didn't even suit up for the Super Bowl.
I cheered for him.
Didn't even suit up.
I cheered for him. You want to know why I don't like?
Won a Super Bowl.
You want to know why I don't like Carson now? Because again, he got
was the quarterback when they won
the
Super Bowl. Carson Wentz didn't suit up.
You're right.
I don't cheer for Carson because, like he said earlier, he's the reason Doug Pearson's not coach anymore. He's the reason Doug got fired because of his awful play in his last year. I'm also have beef with Carson Wentz because last year, when we could have had an all NFC East playoff, and Carson Wentz went out there and sold the game for the Commanders. That's why I don't like Carson Wentz.
I had never been on there. Even when we had Carson, I thought he sucked.
That's what we disagree.
When he first came in, he suffered that injury. The first year he came, he was throwing the ball everywhere. But as soon as he got today, as soon as they had that knee injury, man, he ain't been the same since, dude.
But I will say
now, like I said, I've always been I was always Carson Wentz fan until that last season. I still think he should have won the MVP that year.
Even though he may have been injured, he sure had something that Jalen Hurts don't have.
What? I love it. I love to hear this one.
A ring.
He got a ring.
Hey, okay, so so question.
No, he don't have a jet. He's still part of the franchise. You don't have a jet.
Any of y'all seen Rebound, the movie? Where Earl the Goat, Goat do like this? That's what they doing on there. I'm going up.
Hey, you know who else has a ring? Jimmy Garoppolo. He got 4 of them. Are we counting his rings?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy ain't got no 4 rings.
Yeah,
fine. He got 2.
He might have 2. Yeah, he might have 2.
New England, don't he?
As the backup.
Yeah, he might have 2. He might.
New England.
Okay, you
fire him. I mean, did fire him.
Listen, here's the difference.
Shoot.
Here's the
Jacoby
difference.
Brissett has a ring.
I'm with Garoppolo. I'm gonna ride with him, and I roll with him.
That's a big speaker you bringing over there.
Mm-hmm.
So what other games this week we got going on? So let's switch gears a little bit. Man, this been one of the chaotic shows, but we gonna make it work. Wait, so what y'all think about the new NBA the PPP resting rule? Where do that be, Franks? This your wheelhouse.
I think it should have been $2 million. My thing is, man, you paid to play 82. It's a difference. If you're hurt, you can play, but if you're injured, you can't play, and whatnot.
They got all kind of exceptions to this thing now. You 35
Can someone explain this? Because it's football season. I ain't paying attention to the NBA. Can someone explain these rules?
Let me see, can I find them?
The thing is, it's just the resting rule. It's the rule where if you got so many stars on the team, you can't rest. Like, I think one, something like that. I can't really remember. But the thing is, man, they shouldn't be resting. Everybody don't want to compare to the old times and all this and that. But here's the difference for me. These guys making way more money, and you playing way less games.
Well, when we scoring,
you walking off making $50-60 million a year, and you playing 40 games.
Yeah.
Come on, I can't get with it. They gotta play, man. They gotta play.
I can see that. I mean, I can see you wanting to play. I have no problem with the rule. It is
and I'm gonna just be honest. Everybody wanted to make old boy a top-notch superstar, and I'm talking about Kawhi Leonard. They wanted to make him this player and all this and that. But he's the biggest crybaby and whiner I ever seen in my life, man. All that crap started with him. And nah.
Yeah, well, no, when it started with Pop, we rest them boys.
That low
Yeah,
man.
let's not.
That down to Tim Duncan San Antonio team when they
Was he not in San Antonio?
Huh?
Yeah, but this was before this is before Kawhi was Kawhi. And it was also before Kawhi got there that he was.
Yeah, I do with
Tim
Tim
Duncan.
when they told the story with Tim, Tony, and Ginobili, they were playing the back to back. So they flew out to the game and Pop trying to put it back on the airport, telling them to go back home because they don't want to play a back to back
And
games.
mind you,
On that time. That was when the first law came into play.
I understand who Pop is. Pop gonna challenge the NBA. He Pop gonna do his thing.
I'm just saying, I ain't saying there was nothing wrong with him. I'm saying he the one started it.
I mean, I don't agree with it. I think if you paid a certain amount, go on out there and play. Go play and whatnot.
I find it funny because you know how Pop is with wrestling. Pop has a history of wrestling players. That you bring in the number one player who everyone's expecting to have injury problems with how his body's set up, and then you put in rules to tell him you can't bench him during televised games. That you might as well call it the Greg Popovich rule, because you know if it's a back to back and he's gonna bench Victor, or he's gonna have Victor on a minute restriction.
You know what? Here's the thing for me. When I see these stars being benched, it's not. It's really about when they going into these different cities, especially when you're on the road and stuff. These kids coming out there to see them, man. They're not coming to see them sit on the bench. They coming to see them perform. And that's what ticks me off more than anything. Now it's more about you than the kids. At the end of the day. Now, I mean, if your knee just torn up or your ankle and you can't go, I respect that. But if you just want to rest tonight because you
it's all about the money. So instead of playing 84, play that on 65. They'll make it a little more just so that you do rest. They'll put you in a bad predicament. You know, you playing too many games. That's probably one of the reasons. 82 game season, a long season. Half the people don't start watching basketball. The casual fan don't start watching basketball until the football season over with. So now here we are, but January, February, just really getting into the season.
But you know what you signed up for? You didn't sign up for a sport that's only playing 30 games a year. You signed up. That's just like saying a baseball player. You know you're gonna play over 100 games that year.
The difference with baseball, baseball players sit a lot of games.
Oh, they do.
Right.
And I mean, I'm not the big. I watch
it. Big play.
When do I check into baseball?
Big play, Devontae.
But when do I check into baseball?
Right. I'll check into baseball in October. I mean, now I watch a little summer. I can do a little baseball.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'll see you in September. I'll see you in October.
Yeah. So, the Eagles up 20-7.
Wait. Give it a second.
Now, hold up. I'm sorry. 26-7. Good job, offense, for trying to work through some of the cobwebs and the bugs. We kind of cleaned that out today. So
I would like to point out.
When y'all seriously get pissed in, I'll make sure I see it.
Hey, I would like to point out. Someone on this panel said Terry McLaurin's better than Devontae Smith. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, turf toe, dog. But you gotta play. You gotta play. So just keep watching. Keep watching.
Yeah. It's a long season. Here's the thing. We know we play one game at a time, guys.
Did he just happen to fall into a right system? Did he fall into a good system?
No.
And that's what killing me with these players. Either you fell into a good system and you're thriving in that system, or
who's that?
Hey, I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I want y'all to think about it. Right. This scares me with some teams. If you look at Dallas, that was a throttling of Giants, right? But you could tell there was a lot of room to improve on what their offensive efficiency was and to to do a lot of things. They still need a lot of work. When teams come out and blow teams out at the beginning of the year, I've seen teams peak early and then have nothing for the stretch. So I'd rather my team go through all their struggles and be prepared to play in those tough games later in the year and be able to manage those. But the issue more than anything else is when you start looking at some like when you start talking about the offense is traditionally behind the defense anyway. So it's a process, and it take you maybe about 2 or 3 weeks to play together.
Right, but if you look at that Dallas team last year, remember they started out hot defensively too. I mean, I think for the first 5 or 6 games, you do like virtually unstoppable. But then as the season wore on, that kind of switched gears on them.
Now that one, I'll okay for Dallas for a second. That was a lot of that. If you remember, again, Dak threw the most picks last year. So your defense. So when your defense is always on the field, your defense gets tired. So
y'all got a lot of players that's not there that this year. They, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I wouldn't have said it until I've seen them play 2 games, but y'all missing both of y'all coordinators, man. Y'all are.
Well, no, we're not missing. We just got to get in sync with the ones we got.
That's what I'm saying. Like both of your coordinators. Like if you take both coordinators off a team and they become head coaches, that's hard to replace that because those are good coaches.
But what I'm saying is, but once they get in sync, we'll be fine.
Again, I'm saying now. Now I'll say this. I'll keep be our defense coordinator. I'm feeling confident in our defense because I'm seeing how they're tackling. I'm seeing play. I'm liking the play call. We're not in that shell as much as we were last year. I'm okay. Now, offense coordinator, he gotta figure out what he want to do. Because I mean,
we put up 26 points, dude. We're fine.
Yeah. I get it, but
hey, so you did put up 26 points.
Listen.
But we put up 20. I mean, you put up 19, 20.
But
that interception was crucial.
But
hell of a play.
We still 27-7. Right.
Let me explain. This year, this week, what we're doing differently than what we did on Sunday was DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift only got like 2 touches on Sunday. Now we're giving the ball more. Dallas Goedert, our tight end, he didn't get the ball at all on Sunday. We're getting him involved. We're running the ball more, which then opens up the play we just saw, the deep bomb for a touchdown. What offense coordinators need to understand is we need to run the ball because we're a running team that just so happens to have a very talented quarterback. We're not the Tennessee Titans where we have a good running offense and no passing offense. We can throw the ball, but our running game is where we're at. We
mature. This other game too, but we knock it off the cartwheels. We're gonna be fine. Plus, we winning, so I don't really worry about it as long as you double those W's.
Hey, and then I say now we do. The reason I don't like that because remember we were winning last year.
Hey, we winning. One game at a time, sir. Hey, sometimes we got to stay in the moment.
You gotta let me explain. Remember, we were winning last year, but what did I tell you? I told you Jonathan Gannon was going to cost us the playoffs. And what did he do? He cost us the playoffs because he can't call defense. That's what I'm saying. That's why you got to pay attention to these things, even when we're winning. You got to pay attention to what we call and how we call it.
You're right. We good. But we're going to be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Like I said, even now, look. Even now, last year we be playing 10 yards off the ball. We only up 20. Now we still press up. We up 20, and we still getting stops. That is a big difference between last year and this year.
So, all right, what else we got going on for the sports world play? Make what you get? What's some of your takes from the first couple weeks of first 4 week of football?
One of the things that we kind of talked about is the scheduling. That's obvious that's obvious. The college football scheduling is off. I think I didn't realize Aaron Rodgers was. I need to confirm, but I think they said he made the most money out of the NFL ever.
Golly.
Ever. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
was that just got beat?
Hold on. What? That's a lot of money. We said.
yes, but I mean that just tells you, I mean he's been in the league a long time. He's always had good contracts, you know. So yeah. Other interesting thing that I guess other take is, I hadn't really, other than like the Nick Chubb, and I got to go back and look at the box scores. How did the running backs that was holding out, that didn't get paid? How did they do this past week?
I didn't get a look at the box scores.
I can answer that question. I can answer. Austin Eckler did good. Josh Jacobs, I didn't watch the Raiders game as much, so I don't know how he did. And we know what the Giants did with Saquon. And I think those are the big three that I remember correct. So Eckler had a good game, and that's because Eckler is that Chargers offense outside of Justin Herbert.
And did anybody watch your boy Russ? What did Russ do?
He lost. I don't know. I think he made look. I think he played a lot better than he was playing last year.
Okay.
They played a lot better than he played last year.
That's about all. I didn't catch a lot of football this past week, so.
Speaking of that Denver
what you got,
team,
Ben? What's your final analysis for the first week, sir?
All right then.
Ben, what's your final analysis for the first week of football season? What's your thoughts?
I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. I think, I know there's a lot of Cowboy fans. They real hyped about the 40-point win, but to me, Dallas is who they always been. They're going to pile on the wins, but it's like they don't know how to. They can't get over the hump and whatnot. And I'll be honest, Dallas scares me as far as being on the 49ers on schedule. Like I look at that. That's going to be a critical game for the 49ers. But I'd rather play them in season and just to say take an L then to win in the playoffs. So I'll take that matchup right now, even though I don't think Dallas is a huge threat when it comes to the playoffs. It's something that's not clicking. It's not
they're not. I think Dallas will always be a solid regular season team, but I'm like Stephen A. Just wait.
I think they do a lot. They do a lot to shoot themselves.
They're gonna drop the ball. They know how to drop the ball. Unfortunately,
I don't believe in the star.
Let me drop the ball. RJ, what's your final analysis, man, after the first week?
Forgive me for being tired tonight, but I'm tired. I think that trip jumped on me. I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up and down. Some teams are executing at a top level. I think everybody has room to grow. I think the defenses are ahead of the offense like they're supposed to be. And probably the fourth game is when you're going to start seeing the separate. So just start looking for the separation. Third, fourth game.
Q, what's your final analysis after the first week?
I'll say this now. I'll come up with another final thought later.
What
the NFL?
No, we about to wrap. Give it all. Give us everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say now. The NFL and Roger Goodell needs to get rid of artificial turf. Get some grass. So these players you're paying millions of dollars to aren't tearing up their legs on this fake grass.
But they're going to do that real. They're going to do that for the World Cup.
Yeah, they're doing it for the World Cup, but you're paying your players millions of dollars to go out there and destroy their legs.
It's better the way it used to be. They don't carpet and roll out on cement.
And I think what sucks, I think this is probably gonna be the thing because can someone tell me how many primetime games New York has?
No, I don't know offhand.
But I think Aaron Rodgers and New York have a lot of primetime games, and now because Aaron Rodgers is out for the season because that artificial turf, now we gotta watch the New York Jets straw there with Zach Wilson 4 or 5 times a year on Monday night and Sunday night, all because they want to play on fake grass and tear up your Achilles and tear up your ACL. It's a shame that Aaron Rodgers, which could be that could have been the last time we saw Aaron Rodgers. There's a possibility that's the last time we saw Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think so, because he was trying. He was working hard to change his image. So he want that image. He want a better image going out. So I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him.
It is, but he's. Yeah, I'm saying he's pushing. If he's not 40, he's pushing 40, and he just tore his Achilles. Did you see the slow motion, that pop? It reminds you of Kevin Durant when his Achilles popped off. That's what it looked like. The difference is Kevin Durant was mid-30s. Aaron Rodgers is pushing 40.
Rocky was
who?
And he got the eye of the tiger.
Boy, you silly. Boy, you silly. You silly.
Wait
yeah,
a minute.
Good take. Good take.
Good take.
Hey,
Playmaker got something to say, and I want to say something.
Yeah, because you said final thought about the season. I got another just final thought. Congratulations to Struder for his gold his gold medal in the FIBA championship and becoming MVP. Good job. And,
wait. Oh, we talking about FIBA. I got one too. Congratulations on Dylan Brooks for apparently becoming the best defender in the league and then dropping 40 on Team USA.
And now because they didn't get a medal at all. They lost 3 or 4 games. Now we got to talk about the redeemed team.
It's a shame when we gotta bring out at that point it might be a 40-year-old LeBron to defend the U.S. honor. I think LeBron's gonna be 40 by the time the Olympics starts.
And still may take an L.
No.
I say still may take an L.
No. I refuse to believe that. If that was going to be my final thought, I wasn't going to congratulate Struder though, because my thing is, to sit around and watch this. When I saw the team, I laughed like so hard, and I could not imagine what Steve Kerr was thinking. And when I realized he did the best with what he had, understood. Now, I guess there should be an excitement in the air with some of the veterans saying, hey, we're going to play next year. We're going to defend our honor and all this and that. At the end of the day, that just speaks volumes on where the league is. Like, that quarter did not play and who we sent over, that is the future of the NBA. And it sucks. It really does. I'm sorry. I mean, I love Edwards. I like Reeves.
Here's some other people that you got to bring up. Walker Kessler should have played more.
I just felt like it wasn't a good team. And yeah, we need to redeem ourselves, but these guys got to do better, man. They got to do better. That's as simple as that. They should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Their own team should boo them for the rest of the year.
Again, I was watching a podcast. Someone brought up coaching, and I agree because we play a lot of small ball against teams with a good center, and when we had a good center just sitting on our bench while playing Paulo, who's really a 4 at center, or playing Justin Jefferson, DPOY, great. He fouls too much. We had a center on the bench, and he only got like 4 or 5 minutes a game.
Can I ask an honest question, then I will shut up? Do we all really believe Justin Jackson is elite? Please tell me y'all don't believe that.
Jared Jackson.
Jared Jackson, whatever.
Oh, you're talking about the basketball player. I thought you were talking about the best football player.
I'll say I don't think he's. Is he a good defender? Yes. But when I saw that at home, they give him grace points for blocks and steals and rebounds. It was like, okay, you're good, but okay, you're good. You're good for what you're supposed to be.
So name 5 American centers that's better than him.
He's not even a center in the league.
That's right. First off, he's not. He's a power forward.
Well, name who are the top 5 American centers that has size? Center or power forward?
That's the
funny.
point.
Here's a funny story.
The league don't even, besides when you get past Jokic and a few other guys, there are no centers.
Wait. Why? Because I saw this. Apparently, Joel Embiid has U.S. citizenship. Joel Embiid would be playing for U.S. team.
Do we got to break down to the man's citizenship, the 5 centers in the NBA? But that's horrible.
Do I think so? No.
But that's horrible. Yeah.
I just happen to find it funny.
Centers, American-born centers.
You want what I brought up last week? Remember, I brought up last week. The AAU in high school, they don't teach you how to play center in America. Centers learn how to play overseas.
Gobert's not even American, is he?
Rudy Gobert is French.
Oh, so you got who you got? You both in Minnesota?
Cat is Dominican Republic.
Oh, so Cat not a so hey, you named
so
it.
Again,
I don't know any American citizens.
Like I said, all the
Lopez.
Cuban.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're
Cuban.
Yes, they're Cuban.
Do we have? I mean, I know one. Aiden Canadian, ain't he?
No, but he's African. He's Bahamas.
So we don't have. Do we have an American center in the league?
No, again, he's a power forward. He's a power forward. Looney's a power forward. Let's keep it 100%. He's a power forward, but power forwards play center in the Golden State Warriors system.
So we don't have. So we do not have an American center in the NBA.
Again, I tried to tell you. It went one year out the other. Americans do not coach centers like they should. All the good centers come from overseas or have an overseas relative that teaches them how to actually play center.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean.
That's a whole nother show.
I don't know. That's rough. That's rough.
That's y'all game.
The game don't change now. It become a sports entertainment? It's not necessarily sports no more, right?
Let's relax. Let's relax. Y'all still like the game.
Ain't necessarily
let's relax.
Necessarily sports no more, right? I don't know.
Let's relax.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
They could play like the 90s, 80s, and the 90s.
There is no true centers. There's no true centers.
Well, he's somewhere rolling over in his grave.
There's no such thing as a true center. Y'all grew up with a certain type of center, and now this day and age there's a certain type of center. There's no such thing as a true center.
No, there is no centers there and there's not power forward.
That's why I keep telling you, the game is terrible.
The game has changed. There's no such thing as a true center. There never was. Centers in the 80s were different from centers in the 70s, different from centers in the 60s, different from centers.
Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, all the other guys on ESPN and Fox, they get paid to tell lies. I ain't even gonna lie. The game is terrible. They know it's terrible.
Also, I put on that's an opinion.
Stephen A. making $10 million a year, and he ain't gonna say it's terrible, but he knows it's terrible.
That is an opinion.
We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what they got a lot of new stuff going on with the end game tournament. We gonna see how they turn out.
What is the end game tournament?
I don't know.
They showed the brackets a month. They showed the brackets a month ago too. I forgot what the brackets were. But like I said, I don't care so much about basketball anyway. It's football season. It's football season. Eagles up 13. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. We got the football. It's football season.
It is football season. So I guess I said the upcoming college look a little weak this week. The pros look okay. I don't see any high end prime games on neither one. But either way, enjoy football, man. This was about.
Yeah.
This was about. So, hey man, I'm about to wrap it up. Anybody got anything else we to bring to the table this evening?
No, I'm going to lay down, sleep.
I got one thing. UFC and WWE did merge the other day.
Right.
And that's all I'm gonna say on it because I'm gonna say this on air. I am no longer making predictions on UFC fights. I predicted Aljamain to win. He got knocked out. I predicted Adesanya to win, and he lost 50-49. He lost 50-45, 49-46. He got beat up. I am no longer predicting UFC fights because I am a jinx. I'm just gonna say what fight's happening and keep it pushing.
And on that note, guys, may your next move be the game changer. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, man, I'm going to sleep, man.
Now.
Right,
y'all
man.
take care. Good night.
Wait. You ain't even stopped recording yet. Hit the end button. Hit the end button. Stop.